What if I told you that the world you live in today was shaped by a time traveler from the future named John Titor, who altered the future and prevented an imminent collapse of our civilization? This might seem straight out of a sci-fi movie, yet in the next few minutes we will ponder this thought-provoking question. Welcome to the mysterious and enigmatic world of time travel, a realm of endless possibilities and infinite paradoxes. Imagine for a moment that time is not a fixed construct, but a malleable fabric that can be folded and manipulated. That the past, present and future exist simultaneously, and one can traverse through them just as easily as walking from one room to another. This is the concept of time travel, a theory that has captured the imagination of scientists, philosophers, and dreamers alike. In this fascinating realm of speculation and wonder, the name John Titor stands out, a name that has become synonymous with the possibility of time travel. Titor stepped into the limelight around 2000 or 2001 and claimed to be a time traveler from the year 2036. With an air of mystery and intrigue, Titor spun a tale that was as captivating as it was controversial. He shared his knowledge of time travel technology, his mission to retrieve an IBM 5100 computer from the past, and his predictions of future events that sent shockwaves through the online community. His story, however, was met with skepticism. Many dismissed his claims as mere internet folklore, a clever hoax devised to captivate the curious and the gullible. Yet, amidst the skepticism, there were those who found themselves captivated by Titor's tale. These individuals began to question the nature of our reality and the possibility that our world, as we know it, might have been shaped by the actions of a time traveler. While many dismiss his predictions as mere internet folklore, some believe he was a temporal operative who may have successfully altered our timeline and averted an apocalypse. Whether Titor was a genuine time traveler or a masterful storyteller, his tale continues to stir the imagination and spark debate. As we delve deeper into his story, we invite you to ponder on the limitless possibilities that time travel presents and the profound implications it has on our understanding of reality. In the late 90s, a man identifying himself as John Titor appeared on internet forums, stirring up intrigue and debate. Titor wasn't your average online pseudonym. He claimed to be a time traveler from the year 2036, sent back to our era on a critical mission. A mission that involved a rather unassuming piece of technology, an IBM 5100 computer. Now you might wonder, why an IBM 5100? To understand this, let's step back in time to the early 70s, when IBM released the 5100 as their first portable computer. It was a marvel of its time, but by the late 90s, it was practically a relic. However, according to Titor, this particular machine held a secret capability, the ability to debug and emulate code from other IBM models, a feature invaluable in his dystopian future. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves. What's fascinating is not just what Titor said, but how he said it. He didn't just pop into a chat room and blurt out, "Hey, I'm a time traveler, ask me anything." No, Titor wove a narrative that was rich, detailed, and strangely believable. He talked about his time machine, housed in a car, a vehicle reminiscent of a certain DeLorean from a popular 80s movie. He described the device's operation, mentioning terms like singularity and event horizon, sparking a flurry of excitement among physics enthusiasts. He explained how the machine worked, using two magnetic housing units for dual microsingularities, an electron injection manifold to alter mass and gravity, and a cooling and X-ray venting system. It was detailed, intricate, and beyond the understanding of most. But it was just plausible enough to keep you hooked, just scientific enough to make you wonder. Titor shared diagrams of his time machine, and while no one could confirm their authenticity, they added an element of tangibility to his claims. They were sophisticated, complex, and looked like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. In the realm of the internet, where anonymity is king and trust is scarce, Titor managed to create a persona that was enigmatic, detailed, and oddly plausible. His detailed descriptions of time travel technology left many in awe. Titor made several predictions about our world, some of which have startlingly not come to pass. As a self-proclaimed time traveler, John Titor foretold of various significant events. One of his most chilling predictions was of a second American Civil War, slated to erupt in 2004. He painted a grim picture of a nation divided, embroiled in conflict, and eventually descending into chaos. But as we look back, it's clear that this civil war never came to pass. Next on Titor's prophetic agenda was World War III, a nuclear conflict that he claimed would devastate the world in 2015. He warned of a war-ravaged planet with billions lost and the survivors left to rebuild from the ashes. Yet here we stand years later, and the world, while certainly not perfect, is thankfully free from the nuclear devastation predicted by Titor. Another of Titor's forecasts was the stagnation of technology and the collapse of society. He suggested that our world would hit a technological plateau, and our society would crumble under the weight of its own progress. But as we look around, we see a world that continues to innovate, and societies that, despite their challenges, continue to persist and even thrive. So this begs the question, why have these predictions not come to pass? Could it be that Titor was nothing more than a charlatan, weaving tales to captivate the online world? Or is there perhaps a more intriguing explanation? Could it be that we are living in an altered timeline, one that Titor himself may have influenced? These are not easy questions to answer. The nature of time is complex and elusive, and the concept of alternate timelines and reality shifts is still largely theoretical. But one thing is clear, the world as predicted by John Titor is not the world we see today. Could it be that our timeline has been altered? This question may continue to perplex us, but in the realm of time travel and alternate histories, it's just another tantalizing mystery waiting to be unraveled. In the realm of time travel, even the smallest changes can lead to significant alterations in the timeline. This is a concept often referred to as the ripple effect. Picture a still pond. The moment a pebble is tossed into it, ripples spread out, disturbing the tranquility of the water. Now apply this image to the fabric of time. Each decision, each action, is a pebble causing ripples, altering the course of history in ways big and small. Now, let's consider John Titor. He claimed to be on a mission to retrieve an IBM 5100 computer, but what if his journey had a secondary, perhaps even more significant purpose? What if he was a time guardian, subtly influencing events and decisions to prevent catastrophes he foresaw? His predictions of a Second American Civil War, World War III, and other significant events, though they didn't happen, could have been averted because of his interventions. Think about it. Titor could have influenced political decisions, maybe even nudged key figures towards paths that led to peaceful resolutions instead of conflict. And then there's the matter of the predicted nuclear war in 2015. Could Titor have de-escalated geopolitical tensions, removed key figures or technologies that would have led to war? It's a tantalizing thought, but it's not just about averting disasters. Titor also spoke of technological stagnations and societal collapses. Could he have introduced or inspired technological innovations or social movements that countered these negative trajectories? Unexpected technological breakthroughs, societal resilience, could these be indicators of Titor's influence? It's a theory that stirs the imagination, isn't it? And it raises some profound questions. Are we living in a timeline subtly shaped by a temporal operative from the future? Was Titor's intervention, if it really happened, morally justified? Could Titor have been an unseen hero, subtly influencing key political decisions or events? As we delve further into the mysteries of time travel, it's fascinating to ponder these possibilities. The mysteries and possibilities of time travel and alternate timelines continue to fascinate us. As we ponder the enigma that is John Titor, we are led to question the very fabric of our existence. What is reality? Is it a fixed, immutable construct, or is it a fluid, ever-changing tapestry of events shaped by actions unseen and voices unheard? Consider the possibility of alternate timelines, where every decision we make, every path we choose, creates a new branch in the vast tree of time. Is it not possible, then, that our world is but one of countless realities, each as valid and as real as the next? Could Titor's world, where civil unrest and global conflict were the norm, be one such reality? And if so, what prevented us from sharing that same fate? Perhaps Titor himself, a self-proclaimed time traveler, intervened to alter the course of our history. It's a notion that forces us to grapple with the ethical implications of time travel. If one possesses the power to change the past, should they? Is it acceptable to manipulate the threads of time to avert catastrophe, even if it means erasing certain realities? It's a complex debate, one that hinges on our understanding of morality, responsibility, and the value of a single timeline. If Titor indeed changed our history, he did so with the understanding that he was erasing his own reality, his own world. It's a sacrifice of unimaginable proportions. One that paints Titor not as a mere time traveler, but as a guardian of time itself. But as with any theory, it's speculative at best. The truth remains as elusive as the man himself. Perhaps it's these unanswered questions that make the tale of John Titor so captivating. It encourages us to question, to speculate, and to seek answers in the unlikeliest of places. Could Titor have sacrificed his own timeline to ensure the survival of ours? We may never know for certain. But it's a question worth pondering, a mystery worth unraveling. Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below.